Alden, Phoebe, and Chloe, so nice to chat with you. This is one of my favorite films of the year. I have to say, the only two films I've seen three times each this year are Fair Play and Oppenheimer.
Oh my God.
So
wow.
yeah, so I'm so excited to chat with you today. And Chloe, nice to chat with you again. I spoke with you in New York a few months. Yeah, and when I was talking with you, I was saying Phoebe, I spoke with you in 2020 for Bridgerton virtually. Wow. And I was telling Chloe how excited I was to see you in this role because it's such a meaty and juicy role for you. And I thought the two of you were absolutely fantastic together.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, so one of my favorite scenes in the film is the engagement party blow up. And it's just insane to see where Emily and Luke are at the beginning of the film to where they end up at that point. And I'm curious for the two of you, how many times you filmed the engagement party scene at the bar? And also on the flip side, when you do such an emotional scene like that as actors, how do you decompress afterwards? So Phoebe, for you, like how many times did you and Alden have to film that scene?
Oh gosh, I can't really remember. A lot of it's all a blur to me at this point, but I remember us having a great time shooting that scene.
This is in the bathroom?
No, before.
Not in the bathroom, the one at the bar where she slams the beer bottle.
Yeah.
I remember, like, between takes, we were really having a giggle. That's one thing I really remember. Like, it was, for some reason, we got the giggles that day. You don't remember that?
I don't remember that.
Okay, well, we had a great time.
I'm sure we did.
Yeah, I think we shot it a lot.
A lot. We did a lot of takes for this movie.
Did we? Yeah, it was that was a fun scene because it was, a place, you're at a place in the story where everything's been really dark and everything's been really intense, and he's sort of gone to this other place of just sort of seemingly not giving a shit for a little while. But it also is sort of the first scene where Emily really confronts him and really gets aggressive with him in that way. And stands up to him. So that was an exciting dynamic, and it was kind of fun to have all the actors who were in that party sequence who read it, right? But they don't really understand where we've now been living over the course of shooting this movie, and getting to try to, something that Chloe, I think, that I really appreciated is gave us sort of license to try to create as real of chaos as possible where it was appropriate. And you can sort of play that and do that, or you can try to have something kind of real happen in the room. And that was the scene where it felt like we got to push the envelope on that. People were genuinely uncomfortable in that room,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's such a great moment in the story, in the film.
Yeah.
Chloe, now that I've seen the film so many times, the scene at the end between Emily and the big boss Campbell when she's, telling him her version of the truth. Do you think that Campbell knows that they were actually in a relationship? Or is he just saying like, oh, she's still going to be working here no matter what? Because the way that it's played, I'm like, does he actually just think they're in a relationship, but he doesn't care because Emily's just so good at her job?
Yeah, he's basically saying, whether or not he thinks they're in a relationship, I don't think he's not even giving it that much thought because it's a waste of his time. For him, it's like, he's basically like saying to her, like, I don't care who you kill, I don't care who you fuck, as long as you make me money. And like, that's what you should keep your eyes on. And like, whatever he did to you or didn't do to you, like, he's trying to give her his 30,000 foot view of the world, right? Which is just, it's all about the money. It's about like, do whatever you want, bury the bodies outside the office, don't drag it in the office. And that's basically the lesson that he gives her. And for him, it's not something worth like firing her over. He's just like, it's more of like a lesson, like just, keep your eye on the prize and don't do it again.
Last question for you, Phoebe. One of my favorite moments for Emily is when she's in the strip club scene. Just her whole vibe and energy, because she's trying to play the game and like kind of be one of the guys, and that's so frequent. Even like her entrances into the office, where we see the like shot of her ponytail swinging back and forth. It's just like she has to have this energy when she's entering this male-dominated space. So take me back to the strip club scene though, and like what it was like to like hear the guys talk like that, and just how you kind of got into the character of being a woman in this male-dominated space.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was quite like uncomfortably and oddly easy because I feel like I've been in that situation before, and I've been in very male-dominated environments, and you know, I haven't been to strip clubs necessarily with my co-workers, but I've definitely kind of not said anything, silenced myself, you know, not kind of, I've definitely been in certain situations like that before. So it was, I could understand Emily kind of being there and just trying to hold her own in that environment, and I think my heart kind of breaks for her in that scene, because I don't think she really, there's nowhere at that point in the movie that she feels comfortable. You know, she doesn't feel comfortable at home, and she doesn't feel comfortable at work, and she's completely having this like, there's like part of her, I think, that's just not, like not attached, like it's she's not anywhere. So yeah, I felt for her very much in that, like, of a woman feeling very unattached from her body, which I think, strangely, I think we can all relate to.
I 100% was able to relate to that scene, and I love the way that you answered it, and I fully agree. Well, they are wrapping me, and again, congratulations to the three of you. I've seen this film, like I said, 3 times. It is one of the best films of the year, definitely career-defining performances for the two of you. And Chloe, like I told you, I adore you, and I can't wait to see what you're going to be doing next.
All right, thanks
you so
much.
much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate that.
Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.